Hello everyone. So I have been a new mom for officially 50 days now, and I'm here to share what we as new parents have been using for our newborn baby in the past month and a half. Whether you're expecting your first baby or simply looking to refresh your knowledge, this video is for you. So let's get right into it. Right, so the first thing on our list is a diaper trolley. Now you can call it a diaper caddy, a diaper bag, whatever you like, but it must have 4 essential items in it. And the number one thing is a diaper. Now the ones we are using is from Pampers. It's a newborn size, it comes in size 1, 2, 3 and so on. And this is something that you can buy before the baby comes because surely 100% the baby is going to need it. And this has been doing a great job so far. It holds all the pee, all the blowouts, and yeah, it hasn't given our baby any diaper rashes yet. So this is the first thing. Now the second is a diaper cream. This one we are using is from Veleda. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, but again, this is doing a good job. It acts as a barrier cream. You know, when your baby is peeing and pooing, their bums get wet, it can get sore, red, and then blisters can form. So you need some sort of a barrier film, a barrier cream. It can be this, it can be pseudo cream, it can be bepanthen. Use whichever one you like, but just make sure you are creaming up your baby's bum on each diaper change. The next thing you need in your diaper bag is wet wipes. The ones we are using are called water wipes. These are 99.9% water with just a drop of fruit extract. Apparently it's purer than cotton wool and water and 100% plant-based. So again, these have been very helpful, very useful, not just for nappy changes, but we even wipe baby's hands with it, and in case he dribbles or he pours some milk out while drinking, it tends to, babies have lots of folds on their neck, so the milk gets trapped in there and then it can smell later on if you don't spot it immediately. So I just use the wet wipes to sort of give it a clean swipe. Yeah, wet wipes. Now the fourth item in our diaper bag must be a changing pad. The ones that we are using is this blue small mat, which is disposable. I know it's wasteful, but if my baby hasn't peed and pooed on them, I try and use it for the next time and the next time until it gets wet and dirty. This is honestly, it's portable. You can carry it, you can put it in your bag, and yeah, use it around the house. So it's lightweight, it's easy, and you can dispose of it if it gets dirty. So this does the job for us so far. And these were your diaper essentials. You can add more stuff to your diaper bag, of course, but these are the 4 things that you must have, and these are the things that you can 100% be prepared for, you can buy for before your baby even arrives, because you know you will need them. Now the next thing I'm going to talk about is the feeding essentials. Just for reference, I am mixed feeding, which means I'm breastfeeding as well as giving a formula powder in a bottle. So because of that, we do need a mix of things that you may or may not require in case you're exclusively breastfeeding or exclusively bottle feeding. So to begin, if you're bottle feeding, you will need a formula powder. Now, please feel free to do your research and pick whichever one is to your liking, but I have decided to stick to Kendamil Organic, and this is cow's milk. I think it's the only milk that is produced in the UK. Right, and our baby has been having it for over a month, and there's very minimal gas, and yeah, it has been good for him so far. So we're sticking to Kendamil for now. And the next thing you will need if you're bottle feeding is a bottle. The one that I have here is from MAM, M-A-M, and these are anti-colic bottles, which just means that it helps prevent the baby from developing gas. So that's that. The third thing you'll need if you're using bottles is a sterilizer. There are lots of sterilizers out there, UV sterilizers, cold water sterilizer, electric, steamer. This one is a steamer. We actually got it as a set along with the MAM bottles. So this is a MAM sterilizer, steam sterilizer, really simple to use. You just put 200 mils of water in it. It fits about 6 bottles. You can even fit a little bit more. I tend to put in some pacifiers and nipple shields in there, and then you just put it in the microwave for about 10 minutes and that's it, they're sterilized. So that's one of the items you will need if you're using a bottle. And if you're breastfeeding and your baby is having difficulty latching, or you want to go back early and you won't be there to breastfeed your baby every 2 to 3 hours, the one thing that you will need is a breast pump. So the one I'm using here was very kindly gifted to me by my sister. I think it's about 140 pounds. But I will say it is definitely worth it. It's one of those things that I use day and night, so I think it's definitely worth it. It's a hospital grade pump, which means it's quite strong. It's probably one of the strongest pumps out there. And yeah, it's rechargeable, which means you don't have to plug it in every time you need to use it, so you can take it around the house with you. It has a number of settings, and it's a dual pump. So you can pump both your breasts at the same time and then save up your milk, put it in the fridge, and then your partner can later on feed it to your child. So that's your breastfeeding essential. Oh, the other thing, in case you do not like electric pumps, or if it's too strong for you, or if you just want to breastfeed and not pump, the other thing that can be of use to you is this little suction pump. So it's a passive pump. Many of you might know it as a haka, although this is just a Tommy Tippy one that I got off the supermarket. I just wanted to try it out, and wow, I think I don't know if the haka is even better than this, but this is just incredible. The breast pump is something that you cannot use right away because it can mess up with your breast supply. But this one is passive and it does not really pull too much milk out of you. So when in the initial days when you're breastfeeding your baby, what your other breast does is it does a letdown, which means it leaks. While you're feeding your baby on one breast, the other breast also tends to leak milk, which is really wasteful. So this catches the letdown. This catches the extra milk that is coming from the other breast. Anyway, so a haka or a Tommy Tippy suction pump, and this isn't manual. You don't have to keep pumping it. What you do is you just squeeze it here, you pull this down, and then plop it up to the nipple. The next essential item is a zipper onesie. Now, I learned it the hard way that this is the only thing a newborn should be dressed in the first few weeks. Not that they care, but when I was pregnant, I did go out and buy a lot of cute clothes, and a lot of them had buttons on it. Some even had Velcro on it, which is way too loud for your baby when you're trying not to wake them up. But yes, zipper onesies, this one has their foot covered, so you don't need to buy socks for them. Do not buy socks for them, it's of absolutely no use. And mittens, this one does not have it, but some of the onesies even come with attached mittens on them. Not exactly mittens, but they sort of cover your little one's hands, so this way they don't scratch their eyes out. And yeah, the zip, they open from the top, they even open from the bottom when you want to do a diaper change and not take the whole thing off. Zipper onesies, you can get up maybe 7 or 10 of them and keep reusing them. For the first few weeks, I think these are all you will need, because even for us, we were not really taking the baby outside, or we were not really having any guests, so we didn't have to dress the baby up. Baby can be in sleep suits and pajamas day and night, and if they will, then it might as well be zippers. The other thing is burp cloth. Now, this is a big one, but there are smaller ones that just go over the shoulder. But this one, I even use it as a swaddle blanket, so it's sort of a 2-in-1. The other alternative is bibs. Just a simple one. You could use any sort of bibs. My husband definitely prefers bibs over muslin cloths. muslin cloths, burp cloths, whatever you want to call them. So he finds it really easy to just grab and put on in the middle of the night feeds. So it's up to you, burp cloths, bibs, whichever one you prefer. Now, the next lot of things I want to talk about comes under health and safety. At some point, unfortunately, our babies will need one of these things, so you might as well be prepared for it. The first thing is a thermometer. Again, there are many different kinds. I have got a really basic digital thermometer from Braun. You just put it under the baby's armpit and it will give you a reading. The next thing is gas drops. Babies tend to get very gassy and it can cause them a lot of discomfort, so you can pick any brand really. The one I've got is Infacol. You either mix a few drops in the feed or put it in the back of the tongue and it should help. The other alternative to gas drops is gripe water. I haven't tried it yet, but it's just something that I have kept in case I need it. Calpol is basically baby paracetamol. Now, all these things, please make sure to read the instructions before you use them, and make sure it's suitable for your baby. This is only suitable for babies from 2 months and upwards. I'm just preparing in advance because when babies have their vaccines, which starts at 8 weeks, they tend to develop a fever. So I've just prepared it in advance. The other thing that I have used is these Frida Baby Windy. Now what they do is you insert this using, you put a little bit of, you can use Vaseline on the tip, and you have to put it up your baby's bum and it will help release the wind. You can actually hear the wind come out. I used this when I was really desperate, when our baby was constipated for 2 days and it was obviously giving him a lot of pain and he was crying, and we tried to comfort him. We used the drops, which did help. The poo, the gas, it smelled really bad, which meant that there was some poo impacted up there. So I was desperate. We went out and got this and it did the job. It helped. It helped release some wind and also helped release a little bit of poo. And then a few hours later, he opened his bowels. So I'll say keep this and use it if you're desperate. The last thing is vitamin D drops. These supplements are essential for your baby, especially in the first few months. It helps develop their bone strength, their teeth, and the same thing again, you can either mix it in your feed if you're bottle feeding, or take a few drops and put it on your nipple and the baby can suck on it. So very essential. It can be started from birth and up to 6 months. So yeah, make sure you have vitamin D drops. Now the next item is a car seat. This is again something that you must have. It is a legal requirement here in the UK. You cannot leave the hospital with your baby if you do not have a car seat. We have got one from Maxi Cozy. It was gifted to us by one of our friends, and yeah, it has been working fine for us. But make sure you carry a car seat with you when you go into labor, just so you don't have to go back home to get it. Yeah. The next item you will need is a stroller. We have got one from Bugaboo. It comes with a bassinet, which means that the baby can lie flat in it. So it's really useful when you have to go out for walks. It will be good for the baby. The baby can get some fresh air, you know, change of scenario, even for you as well. So any stroller of your liking, definitely need one. The next item on my list is a bath seat. The one that I've got is this angel bath seat that I got from Amazon. You can just put your baby on here and then, you know, cover them with a cloth, a towel, and then wash them. So this way you don't have to submerge them in a bathtub. But yeah, this is a bath seat. It's nice and breathable. It has been working well for us and the baby enjoys it as well. Next, I'm going to talk about sleep essential items. Firstly, a place for your baby to sleep. It could be a cot, a crib, bassinet, Moses basket, whatever you like or whatever fits in your bedroom. We were very kindly gifted a cot from one of our friends, and it's attached to our bed. It is big enough to grow with the baby, and it has different levels that can be adjusted as he grows. So that's what we're doing for him. The other thing we have is this sleep pod. Sorry, I'll put a proper picture up later on, but I just want to show you how breathable it is. So it has mesh here and here where the baby's face will usually be, and it also has a hard surface at the back, which is the requirement for any surface that babies sleep. It must be firm and strong. It cannot sink in with the baby. So this is from Pure Flow. I'll put the name and price up for all the items that I talk about. I got it mainly to keep it downstairs in our living room. I also use it when we're in the kitchen and we just want some place for the baby to be lounging or doing his daytime naps. But yes, of course, just make sure that it is under supervision. So babies are not supposed to sleep in there, but I let him nap if I'm sitting right beside him and watching him. So yes, please use it under supervision. Now, the last sleep essential item that we have been using every single night is the sound machine. So this one is called Dream Egg. Again, I got this from Amazon. It has a number of functions. This here is a night light. It does not come with green, blue, green light, which is fine by me. I just need one good light, and you can adjust the brightness. It comes with sounds, multiple sounds. You can play fan noises, sound of a heartbeat, which the babies really like. When babies are inside us, it's really noisy in there. So I believe they do not like to be in the quiet. That's when they get upset. So some sort of noise really helps them get into that deep sleep. So yeah, multiple options here for different sounds, different brightness levels. You can charge this with your whatever USB cable, and you can hang this, you can clip this to your stroller, car seat, crib, wherever you take the baby, so it's portable as well. This is the only night light that we have been using, and the only sound machine, probably the only one that you will need. So I will say this is also a good buy. It's a good buy. Right, the next thing is a baby monitor. This one here that we have is from WeTech. This is the antenna. It has a stand. It has a camera that is in our bedroom, but yeah, it just is. It does what every baby monitor does, really. But I picked this one specifically because it comes with an app that you and your partner can have on your phone and not just see on the monitor. The camera detects temperature of the room and lets you know if the temperature is too warm. The other thing is it has a night light. It has a night light, but we have never used it till now. So baby monitor, that's one thing you will need if you want to maybe cook and you're the only one who's home with the baby and you cannot have them attached to you, so you can monitor them this way. Right, now we have reached the end of our list. The last item I will say is a grooming kit for your baby. So now we've reached the end of our list. This is a grooming kit. Again, it's a really generic one that I got from a drugstore. I'll show you what's inside. So there is a brush. This I have been using because our baby was born with a head full of hair. This we haven't been using yet. This is a tiny little finger toothbrush that the baby does not need yet. I think they will start needing it from 3 months onward. Again, this is not really needed. So the thing that I use the most in this kit is the scissors. Yes, not the nail clipper, the scissor. So from my limited experience, I found that the nail clipper was quite terrifying to use because I was just afraid. You cannot see a lot behind this big thing, and I was afraid that I would clip my baby's skin as well. So with the scissor, you are a lot more in control. You can see where you're cutting. It's not very, it does leave sharp edges, but then that's what I use the filer for. So the scissor to cut the nails, and then I just file the corners so that they are not very sharp. So that's it for the grooming kit. Babies don't really need a lot of grooming. They're clean and they smell amazing. As a bonus, I would like to add one last item, which is a baby play gym. Now, this is not something that you must buy. It's simply something I wanted to buy for our baby to help with his brain and motor development. There are plenty of play gyms to pick from. The one that we chose is from Love Every. It's made of natural substances. It has a wooden beam on it, and it comes with a playbook that teaches you how to use it effectively according to the baby's age. And there you have it. These are all the essential items that we as first-time parents have been using in the past month and a half for our newborn baby. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with other parents. Let me know if you have any recommendations or suggestions for any items that I may have missed, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.